Well, good morning, everybody. Travels with Dottie here. And it is the 8th. Is it the 8th or is it? Hang on, hang on. Put on my glasses. Yep, it is the 8th of March. It is a Friday and got some travel plans. I know what I'm doing now for sure. It's not totally happy. So a little bit of background. Last year, I got about $1,500 worth of dental work done in Algodones, Mexico. And I had a tooth extraction and root canals, a bridge. So there's a bridge with a fake tooth in the middle here that looks great, but it turns out it failed. And I had some other problems crop up, so I've been bouncing back. I went to a new dentist because I was disappointed in the failure, and bottom line is I got to meet with the old dentist, the head person, and the person that did the work, and they agreed to fix everything under the warranty, which is great. But I have to go back to Algodones for 2 back-to-back days next week. And it's really tough, especially when you're having intense dental work to be driving back and forth. Stay down there instead of traveling back and forth if you're based in Quartzsite with RV park, but it's high security, new pedestals, and everything's new. It's not scenic or anything, but you can get out of your trailer and you can walk across the border, so you don't even have to drive. It's that close. So I'll do some videos on that. And let me say this about dental work in Algodones. You know, the nickname for Algodones is Molar City because it's the highest concentration of dentists per capita on the planet. There, at least I haven't looked in a while, but at least a couple hundred different dentists that are in this little tiny small town. Now, so I had some work done. It was a great price. The work failed. But unlike most U.S. dentists, these people stepped up and said, you know what? We screwed up and we're going to fix it for free. So that's a big plus. It stinks that I had bad dental work. It was, it, there's no denying that, but they're making it good. So that's the good news. I'm having more work done because let me tell you, and those of you my age, in your 60s and 70s, know that your teeth start becoming vulnerable as you age. Starting in the 50s, it gets worse and worse and worse, and you get into your 60s, and most people start having severe problems. And if you avoid it and let it go, it gets really bad. I was in line with a woman that had what they call implants, and that's like, putting posts into the bone in your jaw to hold fake teeth. Even in the deeply discounted area of Algodones for 4 teeth, she was, I think it was $4,000 or $5,000 worth of work, which would have been, she says, think $30,000 in the U.S. But anyway, if you let stuff go and you get to the point where root canal isn't going to help you, you can't do root canals and crowns because there's too much damage. You have to do these implants. One, you want to find somebody for sure that knows what they're doing, and you got to do a lot of research for that, and it's super expensive. And the least painful and least expensive thing is to keep up with your dental work. And let me tell you something, you're talking to a guy here that I am responsible, very responsible in 99% of the areas of my life, except for I've been horrible on dental. There's a couple of times where I went 10 years without seeing a dentist. Now, when I was in my 30s, 20s, 30s, and 40s, you could get away with that. I'm telling you, you're my age, you can't get away with that. And if you're my age and you haven't seen a dentist in a while, especially if you're going to be in Quartzsite for the winter next winter, do some research, find a good dentist in Algodones and go down there and get your stuff fixed. It can be disastrous if you wait too long. So anyway, that's part of nomad life, right? Part of nomad life is to try to live frugally and figure out how to manage the expenses in your life in a reasonable way. And this is one way to manage the expenses for teeth. And the other thing that's inexpensive down there, glasses. I ordered another pair. that aren't shaded, that they're clear, they'll be good for videos inside. The frames are red. I really loved them. They gave me a price of $90, and $90 for the prescription progressive, I think they call them progressive lenses instead of bifocals, but it has bifocals built into them, scratch resistance, everything for $90. That's pretty amazing. And that's like the fourth pair of glasses that I'll have now from Algodones. So that's some great nomad tips. God, I tell you, I'm gonna miss Quartzsite, but I'll be back right here before I know it, so that's okay. So Saturday, my first night in Pahrump is going to be Saturday night. Already made reservations at my preferred RV resort, and I'm going to do lots of videos about Pahrump, that area it's about 40 miles outside of Las Vegas. It's about 40 miles or 50 miles outside of Death Valley. I'll have lots of content about Nevada, Pahrump, RV life this is a member RV park where you buy into it, and I get to stay there for up to 9 months in a year, which is way more than I need. And I pay $15.75 per night, no matter how many nights, whether it's one night or 60 nights or 90 nights or the whole 9 months. It's $15.75 a day, including utilities, full hookups, luxury RV resort. And when I get up there and the first thing I'm going to do is a full video on that preferred RV resort, my experience there, what it costs, what the benefits are, and all that detail. And I'm going to show you the amazing pool with the cover on it, the jacuzzi that's indoors, the billiard room, the main facility where they serve meals 3 or 4 times a week that cost $6 or $7. The gardens, the koi ponds, the workout room, the poker room, and there's a stained glass making shop. I don't know what that's all about, but I may check that out. And there's a woodworking shop that is incredibly well equipped with all sorts of these huge woodworking things, and maybe I'll find a way for someone to teach me how to use some of that woodworking equipment. And it's so convenient right in the heart of Pahrump, near every amenity that you can imagine. So that's what, starting not this week, not next week, but the week after, you'll start seeing some really exciting Pahrump content. And you can see what joy I find there. I find the same emotion, joy, when I'm in Pahrump as I do in Quartzsite. So I promised to show you guys what the selfie camera looks like. You see how it's bobbing around in the wind? Well, when you see the footage from it, it's bobbing around like this all the time. The footage is rock solid, though. It's pretty amazing that I'll show you the footage here on both sides of the screen. It's pretty amazing. That's today's video, and thank you for taking your time to watch my videos. It means so much to me. Take care.